Hello. Alright, this is for the art bus, student transportation construction industry video contest. Hey, how are you? What I'd like to talk about, hey, how are you? The transportation issue that I think is most warranting work is the actual materials that are used for blacktop, for what we see in the streets. Hey, how are you? Hey, the idea that I think is most pressing and would do maybe the greatest good has to do with the actual materials used to make blacktop and streets. When I was a young guy, a little before my 21st birthday, I started working at Brooklyn Public Library. That's why I'm an old freshman. And I remember one day, it was April, and it was a hot April, real hot, like in the 90s. They had just put fresh, blacktop down on the street. And I was taking the bus to work on Flatbush Avenue. And it was like still wet, but they were still running like, I don't even know how many tons of buses on it. Now, that same day, at the end of the day, the street was already uneven. It's that kind of use that happens in New York City. But the fact is, the materials themselves are really troubling to me. One of the things I always used to notice in New York is when it gets hot, you can literally see fumes, like floating. If you look like close to the street, you'll see there's kind of a shimmer in it. And it's because the sun is hitting the street and actually creating like noxious fumes. Now, I'm from Brooklyn, and let me tell you, there are terrible asthma rates in the hoods in my neighborhood. I'm from East New York, Brooklyn. Terrible asthma rates. Terrible. Among the worst in the country. In places like Queens. And so I'm here in San Francisco right now, a freshman at CCSF. But that used to trouble the heck out of me, is why will we like shorten our own lives just and just to like supposedly go quicker to our death. You know. And so I believe that a much better quality of research needs to go into the materials that are in use on the streets. I believe it's actually a health hazard. And not that the solution is just to have dirt roads, but I believe that part of all this concrete and all this kind of stuff, which connects to another idea I'll bring up real quick as I close, but we need to be thinking about how pressing all that material on soil affects the Earth's ability to breathe and ours. Like, you know, it's a theory of mine that if we took our lives a little off of the ground and let the earth breathe a little better, that our climate, and planted a lot of trees, because that helps topsoil, helps water. Planting a lot of trees would actually help the water levels. I know that's a different point, but as far as transportation, I believe that one of the biggest things we need to do is get green materials. Green meaning sustainable and non-toxic to humans, and especially children, because the fact is, when you see those little shimmers, who's the shortest people we got, you know? And it's something that it can make you cry, honestly, if you kind of think about how fast we move with our lives, not putting the full extent of thought that we need to into it. So that's my idea. Beyond that, as an artist, as someone that, for a while, some of the art I did, I sent some of my paintings once to my nephew, and I spoke to him later on the phone, and I don't know if he did it or not, or what his whole connection to the work I sent him was. But I told him, you know, because it was watercolor, and it was something that if you put another watercolor, it was light enough, the layers I put, that if you put another watercolor on it, it would change colors. So I urged him to paint on it, you know. And I think that's another thing, is we should be a lot better about people having ownership and feeling like the street is theirs, you know, the concrete is theirs. Can you hear that? Yeah, you can. I see the thing jump. But I believe in painting on democracy, you know. I believe in graffiti, and what an act of, what a cry of for respect for life that was from the hood, from the ghetto, you know. But I think that things like that, like you know, connecting to this earth of ours, getting grounded, that's my idea, you know. And for as much as we rush on the roads, we really can't be in enough of a rush to protect our lungs, to take care of our young, and to breathe this beautiful air without screwing it up for ourselves and other people too, you know, because that could cause problems. Thanks.